What up, ladies and gents? We are back with another one. We finally got the Supercharger belt. Had to wait the whole freaking weekend. It was supposed to be here Friday. Didn't come Friday, but we got it now. So, alright. So, here we are. Yeah, anyway, here is the belt. And we are ready to go throw it on the car. To do this job, you don't need to put the car in service position. Make your life 10 times easier if you do, but you don't need to. However, you are going to need a 16mm socket for the tensioner. You're going to need a belt or pulley. I don't even know. It's like a tensioner ratchet. I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's a really long, thin bar with the 3/8. Let's see where I even put it. Here it is. So it is a really long bar, and it's got a 3/8 socket adapter piece on the end, and you can get the leverage on here. It's probably like 20 inches, probably like 23, 24 inches long, something like that. So you'll need that. You'll need the 16mm socket, and maybe a pry bar or like a screwdriver. Actually, don't use a screwdriver. Use like a rounded pry bar or something so you don't mess up the belt, or like a piece of wood or something. But fairly easy job to do. It'll take you about 5-10 minutes depending on how mechanically inclined you are and how motivated you are to get the belt on and off. So let's go ahead and get this thing on. Alright guys, so we've got belt, we've got like our pulley, wrench, whatever, we've got a pry bar, and then I also did get a long piece of like square stock. So I was using this pushing up against the high pressure fuel pump, and the radiator fan will actually give you a little bit more clearance. You can push the radiator fan forward just a little bit, so you can get the socket on the tensioner pulley and make your life a little bit easier. So yeah, first things first, you can pull this cover off, prise up real easy, and then what we're going to do is put the 16 on this guy. You have to kind of be careful because, or at least with this one, it's really weak. It doesn't hold on to the socket very much, so getting down in there, sometimes the socket does fall off if you bump it. But so we're going to come in sideways. Here, I'm going to mess with the lighting on the camera so you guys can actually see this. Oh, there goes the socket. Great. Alright, so socket fell into the engine bay and is gone. So now that I have to lay on the floor and try and fish for it underneath the car, I'm going to change clothes real quick, so give me 1 second. So, minor setback, but we got it. So, back to the install. Watch, I'll probably do it again. So, we put it on. So, we're going to come in sideways. Like I said, this thing's on there super loose, so it's probably going to come off on me. But, so you guys can see we're coming in sideways onto the nut down there. Of course, it's not going to focus, but yeah, anyway, trust me, it's doing the thing. So we're going to come in sideways. There we go. So now it's on there. So clockwise, as you can see, the belt gets loose when you do that. So we're going to go ahead, loosen it. And like I was telling you guys, this belt is so loose that I can actually pull it off the Supercharger pulley. So usually you wouldn't be able to just pop it off that easy, or I would hope not. It would have to be with the idler pulley. That would be a usual place to slip the belt off because it is so tight over this lip on the Supercharger pulley. But this belt, I feel like, is just like a little bit loose from factory or from the get-go. So I think this 1310 will probably be the best bet for us. And then you do have to pull the wrench off of the tensioner again, because the belt is now looped around it. So what we're going to do is actually get this piece of square stock, and then we're going to get up against the high pressure fuel pump. It's not putting super crazy amounts of pressure on it. We're only just trying to move it enough so we can wiggle this guy out. So I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure on the fuel pump, creating leverage and pushing the radiator fans away from the socket. You don't want to push like a crazy amount, but just a little bit, light push, and you'll be able to rotate the wrench off of the nut or the bolt, whatever the tensioner has on it, and get the wrench off of it. So yeah. Alright, so objective is to push, and we can rotate and pull it off. Alright, so now that is off, and get the socket out from under there, because the socket always seems to stay behind, but it comes out. So now we've got the 1320 belt out. So now that that belt is out, we can go ahead, put this in the garage, maybe keep it in the car actually, because I know it works on the car, so maybe I'll put it in the car just in case we were to like snap this belt or something. Be nice to have that on hand. And honestly, I should have a second set, another one of these, a 16 and a pry bar in my car just in case, because it'll be real sad if we ever have any belt failures and get bricked because of that. Anyway, so now that the belt is off, we'll throw this guy on. Alright guys, so fought with it for half hour probably. It is not like, it's just hard to get on there. It's not crazy tight, but it's on there. So we've got the ECS tuning, Kevlar reinforced 1310 belt instead of the 1320. I feel like this one will be a little bit better. The belt is definitely tighter than the other one, so it's definitely going to make a little bit of a difference. And then with the tension pulled off of it, as you can see, it is a lot harder for me to bend the belt, and there's actually some good tension on there. I am praying that we don't break any of the crank pulley bolts or anything like that, since there's so much pressure on that now, but we'll find out. Only time will tell. So yeah, got it installed. I'm going to pull these tools out of the engine bay, and we'll start the car, make sure everything is going good, and yeah, we'll take it for a rip later today. Alright guys, so let's see what happens. Alright, so we're good so far. I guess what I'll do is let it idle for a little bit, get some heat in the belt, and then go ahead, shut the car off and call it good. But for now, I think we're chilling. Alright guys, so we are taking the car for first drive with the new belt. I think like my biggest thing that's on my mind is, how is it going to hold up, honestly. But it didn't feel too tight after I let the car warm up, so I think we should be chilling. Still kind of freaked out. I don't want to end up with a car that is constantly breaking belts or gonna break this belt. Yeah, that's like my main worry, is breaking this belt. I just want to kind of take it easy for like the first little bit, get some heat into the belt, and make sure everything is chilling before we start beating on it. I feel like even though there probably isn't like a break-in period for these belts, I feel like getting it warm at least and getting some flexibility, because it was pretty stiff trying to put it on there. I feel like it would make somewhat of a difference. If you're trying to spin it really hard right away, I just feel like that's hard on the belt, and then also hard on the crank pulley and all that stuff, with this added tension on the belt. It didn't feel like crazy stiff or anything, so it could just be totally fine, but I definitely want to take it easy for like the first few minutes at least. Let it kind of wear in, and kind of loosen up a little bit. So this may have been a mistake. The belt is squealing at anything above 1500 RPMs. It's been like 10 minutes, and the squealing noise went away. Just kind of wore the belt in, and it definitely has gone away significantly. At some RPMs it still kind of chirps a little bit, but not like consistently. So it's definitely kind of like working itself in and stopping the noise that it was making. So that is a good sign. Still kind of nervous to get on it. I really don't want to just like load up the belt and snap it. I would rather just kind of ease into it, let it kind of stretch on its own, and then we can start ripping on it. Alright, so it seems to be dead silent now. The car ain't, but the belt is, so that's good. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Oh, there was a little bit of noise. It's weird, it's at just random times, but you can kind of hear it. But anyway, I'm gonna keep driving it. We'll see. So you can kind of hear it. On decel now. It used to be acceleration thing, but now it's just on decel. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, I'll call it a success for now. We'll see if it continues to make noise or if the belt wears out fast or whatever. We'll see how things go. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We will see you on the next video. So we're exactly 24 hours after putting the ECS Tuning Kevlar reinforced belt. And it was a 1310 size belt, and I pulled it off because it was just making everything whine like crazy. It was way too loud, so we bailed on it. I think it's better that way, so. Jesus, dude. It's stupid. I can't believe the clutch holds that. Like, that is stupid fast. It's funny, guys. I always feel so guilty when I do a pull. Because I know it's not, I don't know. We're in Mexico, but like, it just doesn't feel like I should be doing a pull in town like that. Especially at like a traffic light or whatever. That's just like dangerous. That's asking for someone to get T-boned or whatever. Even though the light's green for me, I see people run that light all the time. So I'm always super sketch about that. But yeah, so I don't think the belt, after that pull, I don't think the belt necessarily is slipping like I thought it was. I think maybe what the issue is, I'm so used to driving a turbo car where it's like super crazy laggy, so it comes on late and then pulls all the way to redline. This car has all the torque and the power band is more down low to like mid-range. Definitely pulls up top as well, but it is definitely not what I'm thinking. So yeah, I think that's a driver error. Definitely you want your supercharger to be as tight as you can get it within reason. You don't want it to be crazy tight. So yeah, I think that was my bad. I gotta be careful because there's freaking cops everywhere, so I can't rip it too hard, guys. They're all over. They're doing their spring cleaning. If it wasn't so loud, I would definitely rip it a little bit harder, but they sit there with their windows cracked, listening for you, and then come flying out and fuck you up. But damn, this thing sounds good. I don't know what it is about this car, guys. This makes me want to race people, man. Having a car that's like decently quick, you get that itch. You're like, oh man, I'll fuck that guy up. If he rolls up on me, I'm gonna fuck him up. That's all on my mind right now. It's ridiculous. I need to chill, guys. I really gotta chill. This car's going to my head. I don't even have the upgraded clutch or anything. I'm gonna freaking grenade something. Oh snap, is the carnival over here? Dang. Or is it like a circus? You guys see that? Is that like a circus? What the hell is that? Freaking circus, bro. Damn. I didn't even know that was here. That's wild. It's like a circus in town. Should I go, guys? I don't think I've been to the circus. I think the last time I tried to go to the circus was at the fairgrounds, like right up here. And I waited in line with my dad. It's like, oh snap, there's the ops right there. You're gonna see me on my camera. But, so, waited in line for probably like an hour, and then they waved it off. I was in like 3rd grade, I think, and my whole class was going. It was like an individual thing. Everyone was like, oh snap, the circus is in town. Are you guys going? Are you going? And I was like, hell yeah, I'm going. I'll go. And then everyone ended up going. I waited in line. There was a few other kids that got cut off too, but we waited in line for like an hour, and they're like, oh yeah, sold out, no more tickets. And we were probably like 20 people from the front. I was so hurt. It was just like right up here at these fairgrounds here, but I was so hurt. But yeah, that was like the last time I went to the circus. Maybe I'll go check that out, if that's even a circus. I don't know. Could be like a car sale or something. I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, I think we're about done with this cruise. The car rips. I think I need to just adapt my driving style, and problem solved. So peace out, guys. It was a successful install and a successful dismount of that belt, and the quality was good and everything. The belt feels good, but I don't think it's right for my application, so lame. That's my bad, like I said. And anyway, yeah, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching. Here's some exhaust note for the road, guys. Freaking so loud.